Hello, hello, hello. Looks like we might have a war factory or two here. How's everybody doing? I'll be real, this is the most war factories I've ever seen in a match. And it looks like they're producing Phoenix. You know, I've had this idea before. One day I would like to do a game where all the war factories are producing sledgehammers, steel balls, and phoenixes, and like they all just kind of do crazy production. I do like that the melting points are shooting at them electric missiles, trying to stop the production. These dudes got some range with the diffraction. That's kind of crazy. Only 140. We'll see if it's enough. And taking out the towers helped. That's for sure. I just don't know if they have the health to take him out. It doesn't look like it. I don't think they had the suck. That's game. All right, what do we want to watch? What round is that? Is that 8? I'll check that one out. My eyes are getting bad. I need to make a doctor's appointment with the eye doctor. Alright, what do we got going on here? Holy moly. Bring it in. Alright, we got some Wraith on the move. How big is this guy? Level 3? Some photon coating up at the top. I don't know. That must have been from a, like, what's it called? A spell or something is what they call them. Reinforcement, I think is what it's called in game. Anyway, left side's doing well for blue. Right side is kind of being maintained by red. I mean, this rhino is going to be an issue. Take out that tower very quickly. It looks like blue's going to take it. Damn, they actually took out that rhino? That's crazy. And they lost the tower. Interesting. What's going on down here? Are they just little tiny baby crawlers? I think so. That's what it looks like. Yeah. Well, I would say blue definitely has the unit advantage right now. How are we looking score-wise? That's gonna hurt. What's that? 811. There aren't enough crawlers to win it, but it's gonna be close. I like the smell of coffee. Something calming about it. Holy moly, what the hell is going on? Alright, let's zoom out. Zoom in. That is a lot of crawler chaff, and they're making additional crawlers. A lot of missiles to try to break all that stuff up, and we're on to round 8 already. Oh boy. Well, it looks like they redeployed the crawler from the right side, that is blue, from the right side over to the left side, which is good. They'll keep their strong side. There's going to be a bit of a tower exchange, it looks like. Blue will lose their bottom right tower. Red will lose their top left tower. This melting point's being drawn in to the right side, which is probably going to get it killed pretty soon. Oh, sorry. Didn't need to zoom in that far. Rhino's still sticking alive. Got a elite rhino now. We'll see what this tower does. Not gonna do much. That's game. Okay, cool. Delicious coffee. All right, it's actually a spectator game that's got some rounds in it, huh? I should do this more often. Streaming. Not because like I want to turn it into a career. It like I just find it enjoyable. God damn, that is a big explosion. All that oil. All right, so it's pretty crazy that the right side reds are getting drawn over all the way over here. That they're these left side units are closer targets. We got assault marksman. Usually this doesn't go well for the assault marksman. No Vulcan yet. Probably just a matter of time until blue deploys one. Oh, we got flanking assault marksman as well. Fun. How much health do one of these dudes have at level 1? No, it's like 5 or 6 times the normal health. They're at 9,000. Okay. Couple shots from the fortress takes care of that. This elite marksman here, they're at 19,000. What is that? Almost 20,000. Just 50 off. You know, I'm surprised. Am I surprised? I gotta look at the ranges. I'm a little surprised that the fortress had that much health at the end of the round. We'll take a look at what the composition is like. But for the assault marksman, not to be doing much damage to the fortress there is not going to be beneficial. And yeah, the fortress gets a level. That hurts. Got flanking Phoenix now. The Wasp will take them out. They've been around. I'm not sure what this dude's plan is here. It's looking pretty good for blue. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw a vote on blue. All right, so the Wasps took care of those Phoenix down at the bottom right. We've got our fortresses being fortresses. Yeah, they could use a little more chaff. These Phoenix units are gonna start putting in work against this fortress at some point. Gonna lose a decent amount of health. It's about at like 90,000. We got a Farseer. Farseer looks like it's destroying those assault marksmen. In fact, the assault marksmen didn't really last very long at all. These Farseers are going to be like GG practically. What it seems like. Got skipped from Water D. And what was that? Yeah, that was the... What's this thing called again? It's the Amplifying Core. Amplifying Core is 50% bonus on health and attack, I think? Yes. So that's a big beefy fortress right there. I'm curious. I mean, like, in order to take this thing out, they're gonna have to use a giant unit. It's either gonna have to be War Factory to take out the chaff and then eventually deal enough damage to the fortress, or they're gonna have to go Melting Point. But they've already spent both their unit deployment, so yeah, it's already a GG. Round 5 GG. That hurts. That hurts. Another fortress. We got a level 2 tower down at the bottom right to protect any advancing assault marksmen. This flank is still here. I don't see this going another way. The assault marksman will put in a little bit of work against these wasps, but they might even take them out. But this fortress, I guess they'll be distracted by that side. We have arc lights. Yeah, I am a little curious what this engagement is going to look like. So just half the units of blue get drawn over to this flank, and with the deployment time, this poor marksman just had no chance. And that's how the rest of the map is looking as well. It looked like there was a attempt to flank on this side as well. I have no idea what unit was there. I know that a assault marksman was there previously, but it's not going well. No. Oof, that's rough. What is it, like 1,500? 1,400? Yeah. 2 fortresses is 800. 2 Farseers is 600. I can math. All right, let's check out this match. Maybe this one will go more than 5 rounds. All right, let's see what we've got. Got some typhoons and crawlers. Tarantulas, a personal favorite, backed by marksmen. Hopefully they don't go assault marksmen. They are very close. They are very close, but there's a lot of slow-moving units, which benefits the marksmen at their default, not assault state. And a preemptive level on the tower. I like it. I like it enough to throw a prediction on this guy. I do know that Arc-Knights is a pretty good player. That would be red. I think blue can beat him. Hopefully they can out-strategize. You know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of time now before this tower goes. It is going to take these crawlers a bit of time. Beefy tower. Quite meaty. These marksmen should level up next round. Oh, well, only 1 level on the marksman. That's gonna hurt. There's a lot of meat in front of this side. So the question is, does blue need more chaff or do they need more firepower to take out those tanks? You go for a redeployment, which is interesting. I'm curious what units they're going to purchase. They already bought... The heck did they buy? Did they buy more crawlers? I don't remember these crawlers being here in the back. They buy Phoenix, long range damage. It's going to beat those tanks as well because tanks can't attack the... they can't attack the sky. This isn't... what's it called? Battlefield or something. Flanking Arc-Light Crawler combo coming into the left side. That's going to draw in some of these crawlers. But the marksmen, eventually they'll get split up. Fortunately, the slow deployment here is going to be beneficial for red. I think I saw a small crawler flank from blue on this left side, and on the back side as well. It's going to try to take out these 2 towers, which are not leveled up. It's not looking good for blue. I appreciate their composition though. Damn, they already took this one out. This dude came in flying. Was that a flank from earlier or just brand new? I think it was brand new. Anyway, blue's gonna lose this tower at some point. I don't think it's leveled up. But blue will end up taking the round, and I think they're gonna get a decent amount of levels as well. Good thing that this tarantula is level 2. What's their specialist? Speed specialist. I like speed specialist. One of my favorites. I prefer to go like melee units just because what I enjoy. What's speed specialist? Electromagnetic blast, deployment module, electromagnetic impact, and enhancement module. Arc-Knights goes for the cheaper electro blast. I'm curious what red will do. It's a little early to be spending $200 on something. They go for the redeployment module, which is interesting. I'm curious where they threw that. Yeah, they put it on this Phoenix for free instead of going for this jump drive, which is basically redeployment, but instead of spending $100 on it, it's free. Which I don't disagree with. Electromagnetic blast here. It's not going to do a whole lot early. It's going to slow down these frontline units a bit, but there's no tech this early in the game. It's just round 4, so how long does that take? That's going to be 2 rounds, so that'll come back on round 7. It'll probably just be shielded out, honestly. We got double shot coming in from the Sabertooths, and they have a pretty tight formation as well, so I think they'll be able to take out a lot of these higher health medium-sized units here. Wasps are taking out the Phoenixes, and they've got their flanks covered now. And similarly, Blue has their flanks covered, except for, you know, they're kind of just conceding the right side. This is gonna hurt. Well, if you wanted to vote for red, I would not blame you. In fact, I would honestly, if I were to re-vote, I would vote red. But I do love the unit combination that's going on blue side right now. Laser sight gets picked. That would typically go on a Phoenix, but they don't have any like standard placed Phoenixes right now. And they just sold the other Phoenix. I think they're kind of giving up the flanking idea. Did they give it up? No, they just moved this one and they sold the Phoenix on this side. So Blue's gonna need to get some anti-air and some good damage. Hey EPL, I hope you're doing well. Red has a lot of chaff. I'm really not sure what Blue's gonna do about it, especially with the aerial chaff of the Wasps. Red is looking like it's in very good condition. We got some snipers. If Blue survives this next round, I would imagine they get some sort of attack, either quick reload or range. Doing all right, trying to figure out whether to either go back to sleep. Yeah, that's fair. What time is it for you right now? Are you 5 or 6 hours ahead? It's 6:20 a.m. for me. I don't know what daylight savings crap is going on between our two countries, so it's either 5 or 6 hours usually. 11:20. Okay, but that would be 5 hours. That is a lot of chaff to try and deal with, and I don't think these Typhoons are going to be able to handle it. Well, I don't know. These Typhoons are pretty far back. They'll have an opportunity. Most of these small units are still rank 1, so they're not going to be able to really put up much of a fight. But losing the tower is going to hurt, though. Blue takes it. There's like a 1 or 2 week gap where it's 4 hours. Oh, it's not 5 or 6. I thought it was 5 or 6. Fun. Time is fun. Why can't we all just agree on on time and measurements and such? The world would be such a simpler place. Just remove that middle step. Because the sun? Yeah, like I'm not saying get rid of daylight savings. I'm just saying, like, it'd be nice if all the nations could be like, you know what? Let's just stick to one idea in regards to the sun. Instead of, you know, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not some official scientist, man, trying to make the world a better place. I'm just here talking about a freaking video game. And in this video game, there's now a level 2 fortress against a level 2 fortress. We got some chaff clear. We got double shot. I think the fortress pick for blue is a little dangerous just because of the double shot here. They should have chaff clear. I do like blue's lack of general chaff. Rocket punch has been engaged by red. Daylight savings is genuinely useless. We're not farmers anymore. I mean, 99% of the world isn't farmers, but there are still farmers out there. And who cares if they have to change their sleep schedule from, you know, 6 to 5 in the morning, depending on whatever. Who cares about time? Get up when the sun's up, fool. Oh yeah. Yeah. Red Red was not having anything with the fortress. Hey, just use an alarm. It's 1 hour, right? Bro, if people's sleep schedules are that, like, on time and they still rely on a clock, they can just set alarms, can't they? It is the modern era where we have, like, that ability. You get up with the sun and you're not all that rural. There you go. Problem solved. We get intensive training from Blue. That's gonna probably give them an additional level on this fortress here. That's all blurred out at the moment. Rocket Punch is putting in some work. It's a curse? You'll get used to it. That's a lot of Typhoons. They seem to be doing pretty well. Oh, is that a level 3 Typhoon? Damn, it is. That is some big damage. So what is that? That's like... how much? 650 per rocket? As far as 4 rockets? And then 650 for the next couple of ranks. So 650 times... sorry, 675 times 3 is... about 2,000. About. Rough math. So 2,000 times 4, that's 8,000 damage. And then you got 2 Typhoons, that's a 16,000 damage. That's pretty good damage as long as you can keep this thing alive. You got college tomorrow? Fun. Did your first day? You'll be fine. Interesting. Electric Shot Phoenix. I'm not sure what they're trying to stop. It's been a few weeks now? Okay, cool. Up in the northeast of America, school... oh yeah, I guess school already did start. Yeah. Early September. A lot of rocket punches. Oof. 9 to 4 on Mondays? That's rough. That's like... that's a lot. That's a lot of new crap to be learning. It's one thing if you have a job, but typically when you have a job, you know what you're doing. When you're in college, you're like trying to absorb material. It's very difficult. Damn. Just enough. The fortress takes it right at the end. Nobody wanted to vote. All right, you know what? We're gonna spectate I Like Napping. I feel like that is a relevant name given given the tiredness of my stream. Tuesdays 10 to 1, Thursdays 9 to 12. That's better. Sometimes you just can't do anything about the scheduling though, and you get those rough days. Got some storm callers on the right side. I missed if they were already on the left. It ain't looking too hot for Blue. A very odd flank on the left side. You're doing 9 to 3, 5 days a week? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, college is so much better than public school. At least that's how I personally felt about it. Given the freedom to manage my time how I want, and well, that felt so much better than public the public school situation where, you know, K through 12 is as we say. Well, we got some backline flank defense for no existing flank. A level 3 ball on round 3. That's kind of crazy. I think it's just because this is elite specialist, right? No, it's just, wow, that is wild. You know, I'll go ahead and vote red. I'm sorry I like napping, but these balls are big, very big balls. I mean, the Scorpion's gonna take care of those balls, but see how long that success lasts. Level 2 crawlers coming in to wreak some havoc. You're gonna go back to sleep? That's fair. I think that's fair. Well, enjoy your nap. Have a good one. Appreciate the lurk. Intensive training from blue. It's a little early for tank production. Red is trying to go for some flanks, so potentially some fast teleportation would be helpful. Level 3 Wraith comes out with the help of the training thing, and we got some higher level Mustangs coming in on the blue side. Mustangs are going to put in some work. I'm not really sure what they're trying to attack, though. They've got some range on them. Sniper Mustangs, 155 range. This Wraith is what, 175 without additional range? Big issue is definitely the steel balls. A bit more chaff, I think, from Red would be helpful. They do have a bit of it. Ooh, that is a nice positioned Wraith right there. I wonder why. I wonder if it would make sense for. It would make sense to just like star up, make this Wraith elite on the first go, because eventually. And by eventually, I mean like next round, we're probably gonna see blue like try to counter this Wraith, and it's already very low health, so I don't know. See what happens. Blue takes the far right tower, and that's gonna help him take the game. These Mustangs are gonna hit level 4. That's rough. To be honest, that's rough. Amplifying core is also rough. Amplifying core is going to have to go on something good. Not really sure if Scorpion's the option. Level 3 Scorpion wouldn't be bad, so that it can continue taking out these balls. Each ball is now 30,000 health. Each shot from the Scorpion is 22,000. If they level that up, that'll take care of the balls. Wraiths get additional range. It looks like we've got elite specialist on this side, yeah. And they've made some good unit choices. Been fairly economic. I'd be surprised if any giant units come out. But the Scorpion is well placed. It has chaff, it's got protection. Steel balls are placed very close to the front line, and it's not really giving them a whole lot of protection. Placing these additional crawler units on the flank will help be a good distraction. In the later rounds, blue will end up just putting missiles down here, unless they like layer them up. Unless red layers up the flanks, I think. On the right side, not much new development happening, but blue's winning it, mostly probably because of the ranks. But let's take a look at these steel balls. They're rushing in and they're gonna get shot by the Scorpion, I would imagine. Oh, did they take it? Damn, almost. Scorpion is gonna die. See if this tower lasts very long. It is not leveled up, so it's gonna go bye-bye, and Red's gonna take the round. I think, unless these Mustangs are heroes. No. 700 damage. Got some giant units and Farseers. I'd imagine blue goes Farseer, which is interesting because I'm surprised they didn't take the unlock for the giant unit, honestly. I'm not so sure how I feel about Farseers. It is the more economic choice, and they go electric shot, which I think is pretty safe. Higher damage, the aerial units from the Mustangs, and level 3 Sandworm with armor is kind of mean. Gonna block most of the Mustang damage. Really gonna come down to the Farseer hitting the worm. I think it is only one worm, correct? Yeah, I don't see another one out there. This poor Wraith is never gonna level up, especially with the Farseers now. Nothing going on the right. Nothing going on the right. Oil's going to help quite a bit with the balls. Scorpion's going to really just eat those up. Worm's going to be a little bit of an issue. Oh, the oil is fire. When did that happen? Oh, they got fire. When the hell? How long have they had fire badgers? Am I crazy? I guess I'm just crazy. Anyway, the balls are gone. Farseers are coming in. They remove the armor on the Sandworm, and that's going to let these crawlers just kind of eat away at them. The real question is, do they have enough health to stop this tower from being taken out? And they do. They do. Wraith is going to go down pretty quick. Blue takes the round, and they're looking like they're in a pretty good spot. They've got their air covered. They've got the ground kind of covered with the cheap, what's it called? Cheap, holy moly, what's it called? The cheap health of the worm. I wonder if you just sell the worm, go for some long range damage. Because Wraith and Steel Ball is losing pretty hard to Blue's composition right now. A lot of deliberation selecting a reinforcement. Could go Amplifying Core. That's what Red decides to do. I'd imagine that went on the worm. And Blue also goes Amplifying Core. Yep, it went on the worm. Curious if it goes on the Scorpion here. Additional chaff, which is certainly appreciated. War Factory isn't bad. It's a nice beefy unit. The question is its placement. And wow, they sold the balls. Wow. I'm not really sure how I feel about that. It does remove one of the strengths of the Scorpion, and here we are in round 7, and just like I said, all these crawlers are taken out by a missile. Now it's just a matter of these Mustangs having enough damage to take out these War Factories, which I really don't know if it's going to be the case. War Factories still are at more than half health. But their fire rate's really putting in work. Freaking War Factory. Ouchies. Acid Blast is really good for blue. Ion Blast is really good for red. Ooh, okay. Interesting. Weird. I would not put that there. These Farseers are going to move right out of there pretty quick. You got to move that up a little bit. I mean, shields are going to happen anyway. That's a pretty bad Ion Blast, I think. Well, we got a GG, so unless blue takes this like completely, looks like red's gonna win. like, I don't disagree with Red's play for the war factories. There isn't a whole lot that blue could do. Unfortunate. At this level, I don't think they had enough money. Can they do? Yeah, they already got their cash. That's quite unfortunate. Yeah. The economy with the elite specialist just kind of screwed Blue's plans up. Most of the units got away from this ion blast, so that's good for blue, but red is just looking too strong right now. They're just too beefy. This war factory isn't even moving. Without that acid, it's kind of futile struggle. Really bad acid spell? I don't know why that person would say that. That's such a stupid thing to say. They put the acid where they thought the war factory would go, and of course the opponent's going to put a shield directly over the war factory. That's what else are you supposed to do with the acid? Shut the hell up. All right, we already watched I Like Napping. We got the fun police. The fun police is certainly something. Oh wow, get to pick, see the specialist pick. Red goes aerial specialist, blue aerial specialist, Fang, Stormcaller. Blue still got to make their decision between giant, fortified, speed, and supply. We go with supply, balls, and what was that? Crawler. Well, right off the bat, blue feels a little bit better. They've got the speed advantage against these Stormcallers. Yeah, and that's kind of the setup you're going to need to do. You're going to need to have the chaff clear with the arc lights for red. Looks like blue's going to go for an aggro setup. I'm not sure what next units they're going to unlock. They go Mustang. Go for an early Mustang unit. That is super aggro. You know what? I like it. I hope they win. I'm voting for this because I want to see them achieve this short range frontline aggro Mustang composition. I've been curious about that myself. I'm not really sure how well it works, because these Mustangs are very squishy, but with all the frontline protection, it could work out pretty well. Then again, they might just get hit by these rockets. And there's enough crawlers, it should be fine. Yeah, and it looks like red's just gonna, blue is just gonna like basically death ball in here and try to take out this tower as fast as possible. Wow, that rocket hurt. That was like 5 or 6 Mustangs right there from the Stormcaller. I mean, red still takes it. Stormcallers be putting in damage. No level for any units yet. Not enough destruction on the field. Haste module. Haste module, I'd imagine, gets thrown on this Mustang here. The next question is, what is blue gonna do? They're gonna need chaff. They have the Mustangs unlocked, so buying another unit of that is perfectly fine. Weird that the Wraith comes out. The weird unlock. Does the Wraith beat these Mustangs? I guess it would, especially if it had armor. If it had armor, that'd be fantastic. It would. Blue wouldn't stand a chance. It'd basically be a checkmate situation. would block the 37 damage that the Mustangs do. And we just go heavy-handed Mustangs on the start for blue, with left side flank deterrent, and just try to slow down whatever units are coming in for this tower. Without the armor, I'm kind of surprised that they went Wraith. I mean, red is still winning this pretty comfortably. 2 rounds in. Decent amount of damage. Well, we've got, what is that? That is the Mustang with the scope. This is good. Where's the haste unit? Oh, interesting. Haste on this side. How much more damage? It was 40%. Pretty good. Steel balls are going to have to be replaced by something soon. They are taking quite a bit of damage. Level 2 Mustangs now putting in work. How did that spread happen? Is this all one unit of Mustang? The horizontal spread is pretty wide. Those missiles might hurt. Nope, not at all. It's fine. It's just a matter of time for these Mustangs just mow down the rest of Red's units. I'd imagine Red goes for some more chaff clear. It could either be more storm callers or a Vulcan if it wanted to come out. Farseer isn't a bad option. You can't commit to Scorpion here. They committed to Scorpion. You know what? I don't really like that decision. That is a really heavy commitment to Scorpion without a whole lot of protection, so they'd have to go more chaff here, I'd imagine. The hell is Red buying? That's so costly. Blue takes a couple of rhinos and sends one to the flank over here, and overall it's a pretty comfortable composition for blue, I'd say. My initial impression is that these Scorpions aren't going to do very much, but who knows? I mean, they do a lot of damage if they can target the steel balls. We'll take care of them for sure. Goes 2 steel balls, another shot coming in, there goes another 2. Scorpion gets taken out before all the steel balls are gone though. So Red's gonna either need some chaff or some chaff clear so that those Scorpions can take care of business a little bit better. The flanking rhino was a pretty good freaking distraction right there, and blue's gonna take the round pretty well. That's quite a bit of damage. 2, 4, 6, 8, almost 1,000. Portable shield. If they wanted to, they could throw that right on another rhino, but instead it goes on to the steel ball. You know what? That's pretty good too. And as long as blue can maintain the chaff game, that'll be pretty handy. Level 3 Mustang's going to do quite a bit of damage. I'm not really digging the Wraiths anymore. You could either abandon them or... just don't know if Red has the unit deployments to abandon them. 'Cause they're doing something, you know. They are a small deterrent. Blue hasn't gotten rid of their rhinos yet. Well, Red puts down some oil to try to slow down the onslaught of balls and Mustangs. May go fire next round, but that oil will definitely help the Scorpions this round. But it's just not enough help. I can't believe how much health these steel balls have. Does this increase health? No, it just kind of doubles the health it already has. A little bit of a tower trade. Gonna reduce a little bit of the damage that Red takes, but they're still gonna lose the round. Looking pretty good for Blue. No reason to light this on fire. So Blue has to... Sorry, Red. Red is gonna have to do something. Smoke bomb isn't bad. They go mobilize battleship, and I think that's a bad choice. It might win them this round, but it's not gonna help them in the long run. I would have went for something that lasts 2 rounds, like the smoke. Yeah, placing it right back down here, I think would help, because their units are just kind of hanging back and trying to do what they can. They started selling the Stormcallers. Level 2 Wraith, not doing a whole lot. Electric shot from Phoenix, which is not gonna do very much, because I'd imagine that Blue is trying to like counterpick double shot from the Scorpion, but so far it's fine. The fact that the Scorpion isn't really getting levels is definitely an issue for Red. This missile will slow down Overlord, and I don't think this individual Mustang is going to be enough to take out this Overlord. We'll see what happens. Are they going to turn around or not? No, these Mustangs really don't care. All right, so this tower's lost. See what the ball situation is down here. Nothing really too crazy. Level 3 Mustangs turn around and aim at the Overlord. Overlord's down. Still lots of Mustangs putting in a lot of damage on Blue's side, and whew, didn't even win the round with that Overlord. That's pretty rough. Quite rough. Well, at this point, Fire Badger isn't going to be the solution. They're just going to try to throw down some napalm. I think that's what it is, yeah. Try to throw down some napalm. That will do quite a bit of damage to the Mustangs. It's just a matter of Blue getting through these Fire Badgers, and with the balls, I don't think there'll be much of an issue. Oh, really? Rhino's got armor. Interesting. Oh, those are some tanky Fire Badgers. If Blue wanted to be mean, they could probably buy this field maintenance. Well, where's he gonna put him? Where's he gonna go? Double shot on the Scorpions now. Left side, no big changes. An additional flank and distraction on the Reds' left flank. Fire is going to hurt these Mustangs, especially with the range. But I think Red's just... Sorry, I think Blue's just too overwhelming. Oh, the ball's got range now as well? Yeah, it's rough. That's rough. That's a GG. All right. I'm gonna go spectate a game. I'm gonna step away for just a minute. And yeah, we'll start with this round 2 one. I'm gonna step away for just a minute. I'll be right back. See you soon. Hey, I'm back. What a miss. Round 5. Intensive training for blue. Red's not sure what the hell to do. A lot of cheap stuff on round 5. Goes for the skip. So we got some fiery Vulcans and some long-range Scorpions. Interesting. Red's got the health advantage right now. Predictions are on blue's favor, but only because one person voted. And I see we've got some wasp play. Huh. Wasps get extended range, and I don't know. I feel like blue's got this for now. The missiles from the Vulcan are going to be pretty frustrating for red's chaff. The Overlord doesn't survive very long against the wasps. The fire rate just isn't there. I mean, I gotta say, I agree with the single prediction for blue. Player portrait looks familiar. I think I might be familiar with this player. Rapid cooling from blue. Unless that's from before. I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted. I'm trying to warm up. It's a little chilly this morning. Overlord's still coming in strong. We got 3 freaking squads of wasps trying to counter the other wasps. They also get the aerial specialization. No flanks incoming. I think this is some feudal resistance from red. And even more wasps coming in for blue. It's a chaff game and a damage game at this point. The wasps are just too strong against this composition. There's a lot of high-level ground units on red's side that only attack the ground. And by a lot, I mean 2. Not really looking too good. Let's zoom out and see what happens. Missile didn't really do much, did it? Looks like the wasps on the left side for blue might get taken down. We'll see. They're going to deal quite a bit of damage to these overlords. It's just a matter of enough of them surviving to take them out. There's still enough chaff on blue's side that these 4 or 5 Scorpion, Jesus Christ, 4 or 5 wasps are going to take out the rest of red's units. Taking out the tower helped as well. Double Eight Rhino comes in and gets sold. Not surprising. More overlords coming in. And what is that? That is wasp mothership spawn thing. Levels for blue wasps. This is I think this level 5 wasp is kind of like GG with the sniper scope. It's in pretty wild range. Don't agree with the stack, really. I feel like a more horizontal composition is beneficial given the firepower of this one unit. The more opportunities you have to kind of surround this unit, the better. So the stagger on the overlords I can't really agree with. range and fire rate's just too high on these wasps. They just mow right through those overlords. Rough game. Rough game for red. It's not like I thought they should have won. I was just saying, like, just completely overwhelmed. See what's going on here. Whoa, chill out. That was a weird zoom. Round 3. Rank 2 Wraith coming in for blue. I do like 3 level 2 marksmen. That's kind of an attractive offer. They go Overlord. Interesting. Overlord for red. Against Farseer Specialist? Yeah. Oh. I'll be honest, this is a weird composition so far for both sides. Kind of mixed, right? We've got some air units, steel balls supporting. And then on the left side, we've got Wraith and Farseer primarily, and then a little bit of beef to deal with the balls. And the sledgehammers. A lot of chaff on the right side for blue as well. The blue, it seems like it's trying to do like a battle of attrition here, but they don't have the damage to partake in the attrition part. They've got the health, just not the damage. Let's see. Is this a healing wraith? Yes, it is. So blue does have a lot of chaff. They've got a lot of fangs and a lot of crawlers. And that's going to screw up the right side defense for sure, because those steel balls aren't really going to get a whole lot done. Blue goes for speed. The advanced drivetrain. That's an additional 3 speed for all units, yes. Interesting. So red has elite specialists. They've unlocked the Overlord, which will save a little bit of cash, right? If they decide to buy more of them. Still a strong commitment to the wasps. They're leveling up the lower cost units, which is fine. An oddly placed wraith there. Not sure. Well, what units can really attack it, right? The fangs and this Overlord. I don't know. I feel like this thing's just being sent out to die. Overlord fires 4 missiles that each do 3,000 damage. Basically, DOA. And blue has dealt with this left side flank pretty easily. And blue also put their own right side flank on red, taking out this tower very quickly. Probably give them the round. Rank 2 wasp putting in work though. There's just not enough enough damage. Damn, look at this health come back. That's crazy. What was that? Mass-produced fortress? Yeah. Red is kind of Red is kind of struggling with the economy game right now. You're going to be very dependent on this Overlord and Wasp. That's all their cash on round 5. It was 600 and then 300. I'm not sure what the thing was that they got. Was it this shield that came in? I don't remember. Can't remember if they already got that and it just refreshed. Level 3 Wraith here is going to be beefy, especially with field maintenance. At that point, you need your units to survive so that you can deal concentrated damage to one unit, or you're gonna have to buy a melting point. I don't think this dude takes care of it. I mean, 7,000 damage per rocket's a lot, but they're not really clearing out the chaff. There are just too many units staying alive for blue. There's another missile go here with the last 50 supplies for blue. That helped a lot last round. This Wraith is baffling to me. It's just free XP. Like given how the past few rounds have gone, I would vote blue, but the way they've positioned a lot of their frontline units is really not very efficient. And now they're losing this left side. We're gonna have a little bit of a rotation going on here. Towers aren't gonna do much, and now Red's gonna start taking it. With 2 giant units, that's gonna be 800 damage, easy. Life's gonna start getting a little more comfortable for Red now. Lightning Storm I still think is a good choice for Red. It's a little pricey. It kind of stops them from buying more units. Yeah. They decide to avoid it. They upgrade the Overlord. They could buy 2 more. Honestly, Overlord on this side kind of stops it. Any right side resistance from blue. What was that? They do go photon coating on the Overlords. I'm not sure what they're trying to protect. I guess early game. I actually don't know what they're trying to protect there. That's weird. Blue goes ahead and sells this really poorly placed Wraith, which is good. I would like to see blue get some more Farseers. I think they need to start buying some higher damage units. I think the Farseer play would be nice. Hell, even leveling this thing up would be nice. Just checking the flanks really quick. Yeah, I mean, it looks like this round is going to pretty much go the same way as the last one. That's weird. Oh, this Overlord just wasn't in the range of the other one. Okay. And now we've got some backline Overlords. Wow, those lightning storms really destroyed those wasps. I guess the question now is, can these 3 Overlords take care of business? Well, with that tower going down, it's going to be very challenging. Yeah. Lightning Storm put in a lot of work there. So that was a good decision. Red takes a Rhino. Or 2 Rhinos. And it's a lot of rank 3 units. Rhinos with armor is pretty good, especially against all these Mustangs. Really just a matter of placing them properly so that it can draw in some damage. And the Sabertooths are going to take out that Rhino pretty quick. 18,000 damage per shot on a 88,000 health Rhino. I think ultimately the Rhino wins that trade. And blue also went ahead and bought a Rhino. Go for flanks, additional chaff. Left side battle is very interesting. Did they sell one of their wasps? I think they did. Right side tower is going to go down based on the flank, it looks like. But red's coming in hot and heavy. Gonna be a lot of damage. Is tower ever gonna go down? What level is it? Level 3 tower against a bunch of level 1 crawlers and mustangs. So that'll give red enough time to mow through all these blue units. Gonna be a lot of damage. That's 1200, 1600, 1800. Good damage. Now at this point, blue needs to figure out how to stay alive and put in some work. It has a couple of spells this round, and the shield is sticking around, huh? Who decides to go War Factory? And they sell the level 3 Wraith, the self-healing Wraith. Blue goes double War Factory here. And I don't disagree. This just helped himself. It coats the unit with photon coating, yeah. So the War Factories are gonna have damage coating for the first half of it. I guess blue is really relying on these mustangs to take down the overlords. I'm not sure I see it with the damage that they have. Increased fire rate for the overlords, that's gonna be quite a bit of damage. I guess we'll see. Yeah, a lot of damage coming in already. That War Factory. And then steel balls get to this War Factory. Oof, that was not the right adjustment. Just not the right adjustment. Oh, this looks like a good match. Sorry, just coughed to death. Coughing for your entertainment. You're welcome. Are you not entertained? Excuse me. It's all right. We just have 50 more seconds of coughing. Yeah. So it was the Russian player from last round against the Fun Police, and I think it's almost like we have a little bracket tournament going on that they've won the last 2 rounds or last 2 matches that I've watched. Ooh. Anybody excited for what's it called coming up? 1.0? I'm curious what balance changes they're going to make. I think the developers have mostly kept their head throughout early access, and they've made understandable balance changes. I know there's a feeling from the community that sometimes they don't balance things in the most fun direction, but I think it's still pretty engaging. with the different unit abilities. Okay, that's enough small talk. We've got blue versus red. Shocker, I know. We got fortified specialist Farseer, quick supply. We go for Farseer specialist for blue. Elite specialist worked out last game. For the blue player. Curious what red's gonna do here. They go supply specialist, which I think is what they picked last time. Yeah, they went supply specialist and unlocked the Mustangs on round 1, because they had 250. Curious if they do the same strategy. I mean, with tarantulas, Mustangs aren't bad. They went Mustang Steel Ball last time. Blue's going frontline arc light. You know, I don't disagree with it. And yeah, Fun Police goes unlock Phoenix. Round 1 Phoenix. Which is pretty mean, honestly. That's a checkmate for round 1. And probably a level for these Phoenix units as well, because they're gonna take out all these steel balls. Arclight's putting in some work. Tarantula's putting in some work. Gonna be a rotation around the towers, I would imagine. Certainly some interesting plays round 1 already. You know, I was kind of surprised that one of these tarantulas survived. Blue takes redeployment. Red skips. 500 credits for red. I'm not sure what they're gonna do with that. They wouldn't dare unlock a 300 cost unit, would they? That'd be crazy. No, they go for some crawlers and some chaff. And another unit of Phoenix. Blue going for more chaff. They've already sold. No, they just moved their steel balls over. Not selling anything yet. And they're going for crawler flank on the left side. Stacked up Phoenix. I don't see this very often. I wonder if that's how that's going to stay. And Blue's got to be trying to figure out what the hell they're going to do against the air units, I'd imagine. Another unit of crawlers. Do they not have any air attack yet? No, they're just kind of conceding the round. Trying to get some levels on the ground units. Ball's putting in work on this side now. The right side has been abandoned by both players, it looks like, for the most part. Blue just takes it on a technicality. And red's gonna take the round with the air game, but blue's winning the ground game. I mean, Mustangs for blue is probably the safest choice. Extended range Mustangs, I'd imagine. And red's gonna have to add some beef. We'll see what the reinforcements are in round 3. Maybe take like Sabertooths or Typhoons or something. Blue takes Wasps for some air-to-air. I think that's a pretty good pick. And red's gonna take some Rhino beef. I think that's fair. They go ahead and sell one of them. These rhinos probably don't stick around for very long, but they do win the right side battle. This rhino is going to be used as what, a flank, or where the hell did he go? Yoo-hoo. Oh, back left corner. Interesting. Round 3 mine purchase for the tarantulas. That seems like a really heavy commitment. It is a good play against the steel balls. Blue just got their Farseer. Pretty good combo right here. Blue's looking kind of strong. My initial feeling is that red isn't doing too well. This is just a really strong combo right here. Frontline meat, backline damage, air combat for the Phoenixes. Just not sure if these wasps are gonna stay alive very long. I was worried about these fangs, but not doing much. Oh, go ahead and ban that bot. Get out of here. Well, it looks like I was wrong, huh? Red's taking this pretty comfortably. Mine's definitely putting in a lot of work. Yeah, you know what? Mines do very well against the balls, because once the balls target something, if the timing is good enough, the mines will come out and do a ton of damage. Good play overall. Very strong spells to pick from both sides. Incendiary bomb comes in from blue. Same thing for red. And I'd imagine that's pretty much just going to be mirrored, maybe a little bit more on this side. Yeah. Extended range wasps, probably potentially an aerial specialization coming in next round. Phoenixes take a level. Tarantulas take a level. More mines coming in to deal with the flank. I think Red has gone ahead and sold another rhino. It was in the far corner. A set of wasps come in, and then now blue is committing to the right side. A bit more damage. Ah, with the flank on this side as well. These wasps will certainly take care of this tarantula. I feel like blue wins the right side. Red is winning the left. We'll see what happens with the towers. That's a lot of fire. It's going to take out a lot of the chaff from red, which is not good. This Farseer is going to do some damage. So are these wasps. I think the ranged Phoenixes are going to really screw up most of blue's plans. This tarantula's got some beef to him. 36,000 health. Red's slowly taking the right side. Sorry, blue is slowly taking the right side. The Phoenixes are going to come in and try to ruin blue's day. And it looks like they're going to succeed. Mine's really providing a lot of chaff. Screwing up the wasps targeting there. At this point, does blue just keep buying tarantulas? I mean, they have so many. They sell another rhino. Redeployment of the wasps on the flank here. Mustang's coming to try to guarantee a win against the wasps. This felt so strong. I'm sad that it wasn't. Yeah, the additional range and ground specialization, I think, is fine. Without the fire there, blue was doing pretty good with all this chaff. They do have a lot of crawler chaff that is basically a non-issue last round. I'm not sure if it can make a huge difference because of the mines. I kind of feel like blue needs a Vulcan. Now we don't see those purchased very often anymore. See what the Mustangs do. Backline Mustangs take care of the flank on that side and this side, which means they protect the tower. And that was really the only thing that was hurting Red, losing this right side tower before. With these Wasps dealing 404 damage, the mines are getting taken out very quickly. And allowing the ground units to stay alive on the left side, and Blue's now kind of swinging things back in their direction. So wait a second, this was 404 and then 3 times that, so yeah, it's taking out the mines. So now the tarantulas don't really do much in regards to the mines, and we get a very logical progression here for the Wasp counter, which is Fortress anti-air missiles. Level 4 Wasps, that's great. We've got some super beefy Wraith here. 58,000 health with 4.5 healing per second. In case anybody's wondering, that's like a lot of health per second. You can do the math. Yeah. Yeah. I think the fortresses will ultimately win this. They do enough damage, and they've got enough protection on the ground that I think the fortresses anti-air missiles will be enough. I'll go ahead and stake my tickets on it. Boop, 27. Why not? I don't care. I don't know if this Wraith ever dies, but I feel like the Wasps are gonna die. Do. So now, what does Red do against this beefy Wraith? And what does Blue do to protect it? Red is ultimately winning on the ground. Both enhancement modules. I'm not sure. I'd imagine Red just... Interesting. Yeah, that's fine. I think that's fair. I don't know what they leveled up. I think it was some chaff unit. Got a little bit of free cash. Electric shot from Phoenix. That's understandable. Blue goes steel balls with, what is this, subdivision or what? Mechanical division. It's going to create a lot of chaff, which for the most part is being dealt with. These tarantulas and mines and other chaff from Red, especially with the Mustangs. I'm not... I mean, we'll see what happens, right? The electric shot could be the defining factor for this round. We're going on to round 8, so whoop-de-freaking-do. Waiting for this Wraith to get shot. I'm curious when, if ever, it does. Phoenixes are going down. Wraith never gets shot. Gonna be another round for Blue, it looks like. Yeah, I think this Wraith is gonna get a level. It'll get close. Ouchies. Not looking good for my tickets, boys. Not looking good. All right, round 8. Big old missile comes in for blue. That could hurt. That could hurt. Let's see. A little bit of shielding here. Ooh, that's rough too. Not looking good. So what does red do here? Red goes Wraith? No, that does nothing. You don't have enough health for this. What is your plan? Oh, and they sell the big old fortress too. Oh, geez, man. I mean, that's not bad. GG. Yeah, I don't think red's gonna do very well, honestly. Yeah, it's potentially a very unfortunate placement for these Phoenix units. I think range here would not be a bad play. They've already went ahead and spent all their money. God damn it, I don't need to buy cheap viewers. I don't have money to do that. Stop texting me. Let's see what happens here. Fire on both sides is pretty good. Alright, Wraiths stick around for 5 seconds. And red is just gonna... Oh, really? They got the electric shot. Is red gonna take it? My tickets are gonna stay alive? I don't know. Let's see what happens on the right side. It looks like they are. In fact, it looks like this fortress is gonna stay alive too. Oh my god. Red is just gonna eke this out. My tickets. Woo! My tickets are fine. Oh man, a heart. That was close. Okay. GG. It was risky. I guess I have some insight. All right, where are we hopping next? I like this. I like this match. We're on round 9. Just want to see the end of it. Illuminati event against unrivaled Super Hottie. Worms, fortress, air. Wow. Got everything. The beefy play from red, I think, will eventually give them the lead. I'm not sure how well these wraiths are going to fare against the incoming missiles. Overlord is a safe play in general. I kind of feel like, oof, that's a lot of damage. Ugh. There's a really heavy commitment to wasps from blue, and they got pretty hard countered. Very simply. So how do you counter the hard counter from blue? I'm not really sure. You're going worms, but that doesn't protect against the incoming missiles. It doesn't protect the wraiths, right? What does red have anyway? They've got a bunch of fang units. Damn. Level 5 sniper fangs. Wild. All right. Well, we'll see what happens. We're going on to the next round. Whatever blue did seemed to work. What did blue do? Fully teched out wasps? Is that what they did last round? I missed it. I guess Fang Carrier wasn't the option that time. 900 damage or so to red. Photon coating for both players. Overlord's still around, still in play. But no photon coating available, so they just go ahead and sell it, those red. Offset photon coating. We got a GG. And, I mean, photon coating is going to help these fortresses on the right side stay alive, that's for sure. I don't know that it does much for the left side. Photon coating also misses these worms. Fang's OP? Uh-oh. Like Fangs are putting in work. You saw in the chat down there. That is so many wasps. Without shields as well. They're just completely offensive. Very offensive wasps. I'm offended. I think this is ultimately just gonna be Blue's downfall here. These fortresses are gonna stay alive to get off an additional volley of rockets, basically, due to that photon coating. And photon coating for Blue just kind of sucks because of the worms situation. See what happens. Bye-bye. Yeah. Fortresses are just going to steamroll this tower, and once the tower is done, all these wasps and wraiths are going to go bye-bye as well. Ouchies. That was a really hard commitment to wasps. I'm not really sure what Blue would expect from that, you know? Let's watch this one next. Even though I can't read their names, they look familiar. Oh, thank you for the follow, Loyrave. I appreciate it. Hopefully I got the name right. 3, 2, 1, go! Let's see here. How many specialists are there, starting specialists now? There's definitely enough to not have duplicates on either side. And I know at 1.0 they're going to add, I think they said Fire Badger Specialist, which is insane to me. And there's some other specialist, I forget what it was. I remember. Anyway, we got some on Blues. We got Cost Control Specialist, which I'm personally a fan of. I like the additional money with Sledgehammers and Marksmen against Arclights and Steel Balls with the Giant Specialist. Arclight Steel Ball is kind of weird, especially with Giant Specialist, because I would expect a lot of chaff to come out on red side with this unit combination. I feel like Steel Ball needs protection, and ultimately these Arclights aren't going to be very tanky, offer much protection either, so you kind of have to go like units. Oh my god, they just sell it. They don't care. They're crazy. You know what that deserves? That deserves a vote. I vote for crazy. Looks like Blue's just going to save their additional 100 supplies from the specialist. Yeah. So what the hell is Red going to do? I'm very curious. That they are also just holding on to their cash money, it looks like. There's going to be a strong pivot into a completely different 200 cost unit, I would imagine. Stormcaller, maybe? Maybe. Steel Ball's putting in work, though. It'd be so funny if this thing gets a level and then gets sold next round. All the chaff is gone. Looks like it might just end up being a tower rotation here. This arc light might head over to these units, but Steel Ball's going to take out this tower and ultimately get a level, which is kind of hilarious. Bro, if like the enhancement module can come out next round for red, that's like a free 300 units if they want to sell it. There it is. Steel Ball's got a level round 1. Personally, I would have trouble selling these guys. Getting a level like that on round 1's pretty freaking good. Can't believe these players don't want to speed it up. How much health do we have here on these Steel Balls? Not enough. Not enough. No enhancement module. Mass-produced units, but I think that would be a weird choice for either player. Each have some pretty good economy going on right now. Assault Fortress comes out for red. I like it. I think that is a fun play. I'm really curious what blue's gonna end up doing. They go mass-produced Overlord. Unfortunate Wasp unlock there. I'd imagine this fortress does have the anti-air missiles. It does. A very interesting round 1 and 2 for both players, that's for sure. Wouldn't surprise me if these Wasps start getting sold and the Overlord comes out next round. Steel Ball did get sold from red, which was part of their plan for sure. And the giant unlock was actually pretty good for the Assault Fortress. It's just a matter of I mean, it's a checkmate right now because red doesn't have any way to take out these Wasp units, but Fortress is going to get a half a level, which probably means it gets a level on round 2. Boink, boink. And is the play Overlord, or is it something else like a melting point? I think you gotta at least throw down a couple of Overlords. Wouldn't surprise me if red took the 3 rhinos. I don't think red needs to think about anything else other than protecting the assault fortresses. Really need to make the most of that buff. Blue goes level 3 Fire Badger, which is going to take care of any chaff that would protect the fortress. And they're just going to mirror each other. What the hell? Red just sold an arc light. Man, they're just selling everything. Overlord comes out. It looks like the Fire Badger may have been sold from blue, because I'm not seeing it anywhere. 2 Overlords come out. Wasps are still sticking around. Mustangs come out to try and protect the fortress from the air units. Ground chaff protection is coming in from the Fire Badger, and they go opposite side, which I think is a good play because fortress between the fortress and the Mustangs, ground is not going to be an issue. It's really the air that's an issue. Oh man, this fortress is getting eaten alive. Not going to get a level. And the Mustangs are going to survive another day. The real question is, are these Mustangs going to be able to reach these wasps and take them out in time? It looks like they will. Good for red. And good for my ticket. My single ticket. And a repair kit comes out for blue. I'd imagine the same thing comes out for red. If only if the fortress could get a level. I'd imagine that a repair kit just goes right on that. Do you commit to at least one more fortress? I don't know. Red thinks so. With some backline Mustangs. Blue doesn't have enough money to get the extended range on the Vulcan yet, but that'll come in next round. And red switches their strong side. This fortress is just going to be a meat shield for the backline Mustangs, which will probably also... Well, they already have extended range. What am I saying? Bit of back and forth. Bit of back and forth for sure. How's this fortress doing? They got a half a level. Fighting the weak side. Does this Vulcan get taken out by the fortress? Potentially. Yep. And this fortress is gonna just keep on rolling along. Damn, and they get a level too? Round 1 level? That's pretty freaking good. With nano repair. Red goes Farseer for some additional range damage. It sells one of them, I think. That was that crunch sound. No, they're just selling the arc lights. Screw those arc lights. No, they also sold the fortress. Screw the fortress. I don't care about that side, says Red. You can have it. These Mustangs don't need protection. I think that's going to be the game, though. I think blue takes it at this point. Whoa! Big purchase. We got... I mean, it's a free unlock because of the giant specialist, but... melting points come out. And you know what? That's not a bad play. There's a pretty heavy commitment to giant units on blue's side. I know that they have the mass-produced overlords, and that's cool and all, but the Vulcans are going to be pricey, especially with the unlocks. Huh. It's not what I would do, but I understand. Fire's going to hurt red more than blue, that's for sure. I think this fortress dies. It just doesn't have enough health to maintain the damage coming at it. Yeah, I think melting point was awfully risky, especially selling that fortress and losing the tower. I don't think this tower ever got a level. That's going to be a lot of damage. But you know, that was a fire round. It won't be coming around this time. Oh wait, hold up. No, they got fire missiles. I'm wrong. This isn't good for red. It's not good at all. I can't believe that. I think red has sold a unit literally every round. Are they just trying to keep up with blue's economy, I wonder? Because blue has the cost control specialist. That's the only thing I can think of. Red goes for some additional shields, which you kind of have to do. This melting point gets a level, so that's nice. Red going for high damage output and minimal frontline protection. I feel like if blue were to do an effective flank, which red is trying to protect against with their backline missiles here, that would really hurt red. Weird choice for the armor on the sledgehammers. I think they're just trying to protect themselves at this point. Flank on the left side by red, just to slow down the damage coming in on the left side. Melting points hit their important targets. Fortress gonna go down. Melting point's putting in work. These wasps are gonna be a little bit annoying for the melting point. Not sure if red's gonna have enough time to trade towers here. They will. And as long as the melting points can hit the right targets, they might survive. Nope. This is a weird game. A very weird match. Mainly because of whatever red's doing. They're keeping it entertaining. Electromagnetic impact for red. Assault. Drop in, what was it? Rhino assault? Rhino assault. Coming in back left side. This will slow it down. I'm not sure if these crawlers will take care of it. Ooh. I can't say I agree with the energy diffraction. They really need the range, and the diffraction's gonna hurt a lot. More shields coming out for some additional protection. They do need the health. Mustang's getting an upgrade. Try to mow through whatever front line exists. Will red put a small flank on here for just to beat out this fire? How often do these missiles get fired out? Every 16 seconds? Yeah, if red could avoid these missiles being shot out to the front line, that would be beneficial. In fact, the placement of this Vulcan would be... It isn't good for blue. A flank here would be pretty helpful. Yikes. It's not looking good for red. We're going on to another round, though. An interesting electromagnetic burst there. I guess that does beat the cannon, which will keep this fortress alive a bit longer. Some penetration by the chaff on red, which is really beneficial. And it looks like the energy diffusion is working out. Even without the additional health from the suck, the melting point stayed alive. That was surprising. I guess the shields are putting in work. I don't think orbital javelin does much against the high level melting points at this point. Yeah, does not. Wow, he sells the fortress. I mean, you know, I don't disagree. I do disagree with not utilizing the buff a little bit earlier, but I guess blue was countering it a little too well with the overlords. Another electromagnetic impact coming in for blue this time. I'm not sure if it hits this melting point. If it does, that'll definitely hurt. Huh. Where's this melting point go? A back line behind... It's got to go in front, I'd imagine. Well, blue doesn't know that it's coming, so he can just put it outside the shield. I guess there isn't any big drops coming in. Blue goes shields as well. Try and hold off those melting points for just a second. What is the range? 140? Well, this is the last round. Extended range with the Farseers is going to help out these melting points, and this melting point doesn't get hit with the electromagnetic blast, which is very helpful. See if it pays off. I mean, with the suck, the melting points may just stay alive. Wow, they are just wrecking blue's plans. With the damage, the health, the healing, Red may have been insane, but they were insanely correct. That was crazy. I've never seen so much selling. I'll take it. 4,000 insight. Thank you very much. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna hop on to this round one. You know what? I drank too much coffee and I need to go to the bathroom again. So we might have to do a little bit of countdown here. Yeah. All right. I'll be right back. It won't take much longer. BRB. All right. Well, I didn't miss anything. These aren't the two same players from last game, is it? I don't think so. I think we had blue last game. Let me just get comfortable. Oh, we got arc lights, steel balls, mirror match. Oh my god, is it really a mirror match? Arc lights, steel balls, and fangs. Funny. Direction. Yeah. That's a freaking mirror match right there. And, wow, this is gonna be a slow round one. What'd I miss? We got quick supply specialist and marksman specialist. I didn't really see the quick supply make a difference on round one, which is not good for blue. How much money do they have now? They have 600, so they didn't spend anything additional. Well, what is blue gonna do here? I kind of like level 3 crawler. I'm not gonna lie. Don't ask me why I like it. I think I just like high level chaff. It's nice when it works. We get wasps coming in for red. And wasps coming in for blue as well. So we maintain our mirror match pretty consistent. Stormcallers come in for blue though. And with most of the slow moving units, I think that'll be very beneficial. Steel balls will take each other out. The Stormcallers will help out with a little bit more damage. Not really sure what's going to happen with these wasps. They'll probably just end up fighting each other. Really is a mirror match. I think this is the most mirrory I have seen a match yet. Big difference right now is blue's additional 200 supplies at the start. So blue wins the ground battle on the right side, and eventually these level 2 wasps will make their way over here. It's just a matter of tower timing to see if be any significant damage done to red. And actually these fangs, you know, they put in work. Well, red won the first round, blue takes the second. A skip from red. Barrier for blue. I'm not really sure that barrier goes because they don't have any giant units. Do they unlock something? I don't think they have enough credits, right? Maybe that gets placed on round 4. Because like they could sell some of the balls or even a wasp just to have enough credits for the giant unit, but they're not going that direction. Red also buys Stormcallers. Funny. Maintaining the mirror match. Blue opts for a bit more Fang Chaff to try and make sure that they can beat the wasps coming in, I think. Steel balls are really just some frontline meat to try and eat through.